Yo, what's up guys, Punkers here, and today I'm bringing you a brand new video, and as you can see, today we'll be talking about the new rules that Treyarch has announced for the Call of Duty Pro League. Now these are unofficial so far. They're still making sure that this is the rule set that they want, and making any changes that they find necessary, especially when all the pros give their feedback, and to the community as well. Now, I'll be going off of a Reddit post that David Vonderhaar made on the r/competitive COD or COD competitive Reddit, where he listed all the new rules and the maps as well. Really specific too. I'm not going to go through every single rule because it would take forever, and there's a lot of stuff in there that you guys don't really need to know, or stuff that has been that way for a long time, so it's not really important. The gameplay we'll be watching in the background is most likely recycled. That's because I got back in town today. As you guys know, I was out of town on Thanksgiving break for a few days, and so I was unable to play during that time. Obviously, I was with family and I had no Wi-Fi or anything, so I have no new gameplay. But I'm sure whatever gameplay I put in the background will be just fine. If not, I apologize, but that is why I have no fresh gameplay. So I'm going to be going through the Reddit post here, starting with the important stuff and kind of skimming over the rest, and then ending with the maps. So first things first. First things first, Vonderhaar wanted every single item to be allowed, and the reason being is that he really believes in this ban and protect system, and he really doesn't want to ban anything before the ban and protect system is used. So he wanted there to be UAVs, counter UAVs, that kind of stuff. But after a lot of community feedback, he decided on 4 things that he will restrict, or that they will restrict before the ban and protect system starts, and those things are the UAV. You guys know what a UAV is, the care package, the Hater, which is basically the orbital VSAT from Black Ops 2, or an advanced UAV from Advanced Warfare, and then the XM53, which is a launcher that can be lock-on or free fire. I'm not quite sure why that's banned, probably because of the free fire. They don't want people running around with launchers, but you never know. So those are interesting, because at first he really wanted the UAV to be in there. He thought it'd be really fun for the audience to watch if someone got a UAV and knew where everyone was or something like that. And no one agreed. I don't think anyone agreed with him besides the people that were just agreeing to agree, but didn't really put much thought into it. What's interesting is that the counter UAV is still allowed. Now that obviously can be used for much more than just blocking a UAV that's already up. Take out the enemy minimap, which is actually very important for competitive. He claims that, you know, if you take out your minimap, if the enemy takes out your minimap, you gotta rely on game sense and callouts, and I actually agree with that. No one else really agrees with him or me on that. I made a post about this on the COD competitive Reddit before the game came out, and no one really agreed. They were like, it's not competitive, blah, blah, blah. And I just think people should give the counter UAV a chance. Not the UAV, though. Anything that gives you an advantage, like shows you exactly where the enemies are, I do not like that. But something that, you know, instead of giving you the advantage, makes the enemies work harder, you know what I mean? Kind of, because let's be honest, the minimap is very helpful, but you can get on without it. But you don't want the enemies knowing where you are. I don't know. You guys might disagree with that. Let me know down in the comments, though, because it's a great argument. It's a great discussion to have. So let's keep moving through these settings. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. One thing you'll want to note is that for CTF, we are no longer going on a flag cap, or amount of flags captured equals win. What we're doing now is a round win basis. Now you guys might not know what that means, so I'll explain it to you best I can. So I'm just gonna give you an example. So let's say you're playing capture the flag with your friends, and you win the first round 3-2-1 or something like that, and so you'll get the round win for that first round, right? And so then the sorry guys, I'm back. I had to go answer something really quick. Got a text from my sister, had to go do something really quick, but I am back. That is why I had that awkward pause there. But as I was saying, so let's say you go up 3-1, and so you win that round. So the next round, the second round, if the enemy wins 1-0, they win that round as well, or they're going to win the second round. So even though you have 3 caps total and they only have 2, then you're actually tied in rounds, because they got more caps than you the second round. And even though you have more, that's just how it's going to be. And you send the game to overtime, and then overtime is just the same as Black Ops 2, where it goes off of how fast you can cap the flag. I did this against FaZe, and honestly I did not really like it, but it did give us overtime. Actually, I think we both had 1 anyway. But it is interesting, but I think it's important for you guys to note. Now, if you're interested in the maps, I'm going to put them down, or actually I'll put them on the screen right now. I'll put a screenshot of the maps on the screen for you guys to look at right there if that interests you at all. If not, you do not have to look at them. But it is pretty important to note, especially that Search and Destroy has the most maps, which is just like most Call of Duties, although I do not think the evac should be in there personally, and I do think that Hunted should be in Hardpoint, but that's just me. Now guys, I want to know what you all think. Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think these rules are going to work for the Pro League? I personally think there's a little bit more fine-tuning that has to go into it. I would like to see CTF go back to the way it was exactly in Black Ops 3. I'd also like to know if we're going to be playing 4 game modes: Search and Destroy, Hardpoint, Comeback, or sorry, Uplink, and CTF instead of just 3. I really need to know that, and I want to know if the maps are set in stone. And after that, I think we can really get cracking down on this game. As you guys know, the Banner Protect system is still up in the air. We really got to find out what that whole thing is about and how that's going to work. But guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.